We're back. My next guest tonight is a writer for Saturday Night Live. Please welcome a very funny comedian, Matt Graham.
Thanks very much. You seem to be feeling good, New Yorkers. I never feel good in this town. I'm from the Midwest. New York is a scary place to me. People are not nice here by and large. Got my new phone books the other day. Hard to screw that up. I get a white pages only. Called the phone company, looking for some yellow pages. As you would expect, the woman there was so helpful. She told me my white pages would turn yellow in 50 or 60 years. Another thing about New York, there's no room. Everything's cramped. I like pets, but I can't have pets. I have an ant farm, but because of space, it's kind of a modest ant farm. One ant in an hourglass. So he can dig tunnels and all that cool stuff, but he's always got a time deadline to meet. That's the pressure involved in living in New York. I'm tough on my aunt. I'm tough on myself. I come from an Irish background, that's how it is. Nobody gets a break. A lot of bad apples on the Irish family trees. My grandfather died from alcohol poisoning. This guy drank so much one time, one night it killed him, drank himself to death. When I heard this, I thought, tough break for him, but certainly a viable alternative to the hangover he was looking at. May he sleep it off. I think alcohol poisoning would be a strange way to die. Not so much the death itself, but that moment when you cross the line into an alcohol-induced coma. Because a lot of people believe you can still hear things when you're in a comatose state. So you'd be laying there motionless in a hospital bed, friends, relatives gathered around saying stuff like, man, I knew you had a problem, but I never thought it would come to this. How much could he have drank to be in that condition? And you'd be laying there thinking, no, I'm fine, I can drive. I keep my whole thing together, though, through discipline. Kind of proud I have been saying no to drugs. Unfortunately, drugs aren't taking no for an answer. They are persistent. And don't get me wrong, in no way am I promoting the use of drugs. I just hang out with kids that did a lot of them. And this one guy back in high school once took 13 hits of acid. And it takes guts to say no. It takes some serious guts to take 13 hits of acid also. I took 2 once on a Saturday morning. I spent the next couple of months of my life as a roadie for Josie and the Pussycats. Sure, I'm cavalier now, but it catches up with you. My health is like declining step by step. I don't show it on the outside, but I feel it. And actually, not long ago, I went for my kind of 30-ish mile rite of passage going for my first prostate exam. And I don't know if you've been, I recommend it. And I thought this test wouldn't bother me. I get in the doctor's office and I'm knelt over his little deli table with the wax paper. And he puts on that thin latex glove. If I had my eyes closed, I would have guessed boxing glove. But there was only a second where he could have made the switch. So I thought it was tough. Once I was penetrated, I went from like Mickey Rourke to Scarlett O'Hara in like a New York nanosecond. It was that fast. Oh, Dr. Bernstein, I got the vapors. I do believe I may swoon. And I did, I'm not kidding. I passed out, woke up in a cot with a nurse holding my hand. As soon as I was lucid, I started working on old tax returns because prison was no longer plan B for this young American slacker. Then the doctor tells me he wants me to come back for more tests where he's going to take a tiny camera. Tiny is such a vague word if you're talking about my orifices, you know? I mean, tiny to me, 1/8 of an inch max. Tiny to him could be a Japanese tourist. I mean, they're small, they have cameras. Call me on it, tell me I'm wrong. It's my body, I'm gonna ask. But he did this, he took a camera, put it inside of me, there. and took pictures of everything he thought might be a problem. But I turned this negative into a positive because I had run fresh out of ideas for last year's Christmas cards. To you and yours from Matt and his. Thought that was pithy. Thanks for your time. Later.
Very funny. Matt Graham, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.